Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Good morning, thank you. Thank you, Ginger. I think Ginger started that song for me. She knows it's one of my absolute favorites. Welcome, everyone. This is our 4th of July weekend, so we appreciate all of you being here today, live in person, and those of you here with us today on Zoom. We're really celebrating our freedom and the many levels of freedom. So with that, we'll just center ourselves and let's move forward. Thank you.
If you will repeat after me. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance.
And so it is.
Yes, I invite each of you, all of us, to just close our eyes for a moment and just feel ourselves centered, sitting squarely in our chairs and grounded, feeling our feet touching the floor, knowing the floor is connected to the earth, the beautiful Mother Earth. And this is us. This is our bodies connected to the earth, of the earth. We are of the sky. We are of the universe. And we access that recognition. We access the oneness that we know lives within us. The recognition of that by going within. And this is where freedom lies, within ourselves, each and every one of us. In this recognition, in this peace, in this love, in this freedom, we express deep gratitude, appreciation, and joy. And we say together, thank you, and so it is.
Okay, while we're in this place of stillness and grounding, we're going to do a chant that simply says, my mind is clear, my mind is calm. Those are the only words.
My mind is clear, my mind is calm, my mind is clear, my mind is calm, my mind is clear.
We're on mute. Leave that alone.
My mind is clear, my mind is calm, 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 my mind is clear, my mind is calm. Now breathe for a second.
Deep belly breath in through your root chakra, out through your crown.
My mind is clear, my mind is calm, 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 my mind is clear, my mind is calm.
Jane Hobson to come and do the reading.
The reading for today is from the Tao Te Ching reading number 16 by Lao Tzu, and the translation is by Stephen Mitchell. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. When you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, and dignified as a king. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready.
Thank you, Jane. Okay, so we'll do an affirmation about peace and freedom and love. And it's call and response. I'll call, and Paul will lead the response, Reverend Paul. I empty my mind of all thoughts and let my heart be at peace.
I empty my mind of all thoughts and let my heart be at peace.
I know that whatever life brings me,
I know that whatever life brings me,
I am tolerant. I am kind-hearted. I am serene.
I am tolerant. I am kind-hearted. I am serene.
I realize that I am the one source, and I am immersed in its wonder.
I realize that I am one source, and I am immersed in its wonder.
I return to the recognition of myself as the one source of all that is.
I return to recognize myself as the one source of all that is.
In this recognition, I know peace, I know freedom, I know love.
In this recognition, I know peace, I know freedom, I know love.
And so it is.
So it is. We're going to sing Amazing Grace with some Om chants. So let's take another deep breath together and do our first Om through your belly. We're going to blow it out through the crown.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved and set me free. I once was lost, and now and found, was blind, but now I see. Let's do two Oms. Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. It's Om, the sound of the universe. The many dangers, toils, and snares we have already come. 'Twas grace hath brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home. We've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've known less days to sing that saved and set me free. I once was lost, and now I am found. Was blind, but now I see.
Four more columns.
Oh.
So, welcome to Meditation Sunday. And when Ginger plays, I always feel like I'm in a meditation because she really connects. And, the title, I just sent her the title of the theme for today, and she just sends me the perfect music. And I say, okay, this is wonderful. It's beautifully flowing. It just, thank you. I'm very grateful. So we're talking about freedom. And we're going to go into a meditation, but I just wanted to say a few words about freedom because we're celebrating, Independence Day this weekend in our country. And we know that there are many people around the world who are not free in their life circumstances. And there are many people in this country who, through their life circumstances, might look like they're free, but perhaps emotionally, mentally, they're really not. And some of those people could be us. We don't know. Yeah, I've been there. So what really is freedom? And I think it was Albert Einstein who said that, we can never resolve problems at the same level at which they were created. So what that says to me is that the problems of the world, and we know there are many, we just turn the news on for a minute, and we know, what that says to me is we need to go to a different level to really know freedom in our lives and to spread freedom around the world. And how do we do that? And that's the subject of our meditation. But this song that Ginger just played for us and that we chanted together with her really says it all. When we connect with the divine, that's where our freedom lies. And we also know that when we are in that place of inner peace, when we feel that freedom deep inside of us, we radiate that forth to others. And if all the 7-point-something billion people on this planet were doing that, we wouldn't have wars and conflicts. We'd know how to treat each other in love, even in disagreement. We would come to peaceful resolutions. So that's our intention, isn't it? That's why we're here every Sunday. That's why we're here. So this meditation is guided, but it's also partially silent, but I'll guide you in that as well. So I invite each of us to close our eyes and settle in our chairs. Take a few nice deep breaths, slow breaths, and bringing our awareness onto our breath. As we breathe in, molecules of air circulating around the earth and coming into our bodies, into our lungs, into our blood, and circulating through our bodies. We feel that universal energy coming into us, and we move through that. And as we exhale, knowing we're in a place of peace and awareness, we can bring that forth again out into the world. And we take a few more breaths, very slowly, very peacefully, bringing our awareness in our bodies. We feel the calm that's descending. We feel the release of heightened energy from driving here, from interacting with our friends here today, from the setup in the morning, all the activity that's happening. It's settling down, and we are settling down through our breath. And I invite you to just sit for one moment with that breath. And I invite you now to bring your awareness deep within your heart. The conscious awareness is your mind, really, right? Bringing it out of the worldly circumstances, out of the interactions of the morning, into the deeper recesses of your own heart. Knowing that the heart is a portal to the divine. Knowing that this is the place of amazing grace, right here, within your heart. And feel that peace, feel that stillness. And we're going to go into a peaceful meditation. And it's a very simple meditation. We keep our awareness in our heart. We keep our awareness in the knowing that the heart is a portal for our consciousness, our awareness into divine peace and divine love. And we remain there. And we spend a moment in this awareness. And you may find that as you're concentrating on awareness, on your consciousness, on your connection with the divine, as this is happening, your mind may be interjecting with some thoughts. And we like to think of meditation as a constant stream of connection with all that is, with the divine. But often it works differently, because often our mind jumps in and says, well, what about this? Or what about that? Or what do you think about this? And that's a part of meditation too. Because if there really is only the one, then our thoughts and our experiences are part of that as well. So we can recognize those thoughts. And we know that our thoughts are of the body, they're of the mind, right? They're of the world. And in that knowing, we can accept them. And we can recognize them and say, oh, there's a thought. Or there's a belief. Or there might even be a feeling. So we can notice it, we can recognize it, and we can shift our awareness back into the one mind of God, into that place of deep inner stillness, of peace and of love. And we may notice sort of a back and forth between thoughts and then back into stillness. Stillness is the place of freedom, and we might notice that our thoughts may not be as peaceful. They may not be peaceful at all, and that's okay. We can just notice them. And in the noticing, we can gently shift our awareness back to the stillness that is our truth, that lives within us. So we'll spend a few more minutes in that stillness and in the back and forth. For we know that the nature of mind is active and lively. And we can know that that's all just fine. And we can still shift back into inner peace, right here and right now. And as we notice thoughts coming up, we might also be aware of some feelings, perhaps some of them disturbing. It happens sometimes in meditation, and it is all part of meditation, and it's all fine. So if something shows up in your meditation, perhaps an interaction with someone yesterday that didn't feel quite comfortable, or something happening in your life that brings up some discomfort or some anxiety, we can recognize that too. It's all part of life. And if there is something disturbing coming up for us, we can just notice it. And we can identify the feeling. So if there's a feeling of, say, anxiety, or perhaps there's some pain coming up, we can just notice it. We can even ask a question. Questions are very powerful, even in meditation. One question we can ask is, am I really feeling whatever the feeling is? Am I feeling anxious? And just allow the question to be there. And notice your body as you ask the question. Am I really suffering? Is this really true? And notice if you feel energy start moving in your body. Or perhaps there are sensations in your abdomen, in your solar plexus area, perhaps. And you might feel energy starting to move through your arms, through your legs, right on out into the universe, just by asking a question, simply by noticing. And allow that energy to move or do what it will. And you might notice as the energy moves and shifts and changes that something else is changing as well. And there might be a feeling of perhaps settling down, or maybe of relief, maybe a more peaceful feeling, maybe a more accepting thought. Another question may arise. A question such as, am I at peace? You can ask yourself that question. And there's no answer needed. It's the question the power is in the question. Am I at peace? And stay in that awareness. And you may notice that your energy, through asking these questions, oftentimes brings you to the same place that your awareness brings you to, that feeling of peace and of oneness, the awareness of the divine. That may be happening for you. Another portal to oneness through our own inner experience. We'll spend a few moments in this stillness. We can notice that the stillness is silent. It is peaceful. In this awareness, you might ask the question, am I free? In this moment, right here and right now, am I free? In the energy of this question, I invite you to notice if there's peace within your body, your mind, and your heart. And I invite you to think about the circumstances of your life, just an ordinary day. And think if you feel that kind of peace as you walk through your life, interacting with your family and your friends, your work colleagues, the lady in the grocery store, the guy at the DMV who might be giving you a hard time. Where does this peace abide? Can I access it at any time? And just stay in that question. Can I walk through the world being at peace, being in the world, yet not of it? Jesus' words. I am one with all that is. And again, ask the question, is this freedom? Does this freedom live within me? I invite you now to bring your awareness slowly and gently back into your body. Noticing your feet connected to the floor. Knowing the floor is connected to the earth. Noticing the energy flowing and moving in your body. And any sensations that might be making themselves known to you. Just notice. Notice your breathing. And take 2 or 3 nice, slow, peaceful, and free breaths. And I invite you to remember that is your breath that is connecting you to the world. And also connecting you through your heart to the divine. And I invite you to remember as you walk through the world after this service today and all through the week that this is your freedom. This is the truth of my life. Taking another nice, slow, deep breath, I invite you to just move your fingers and your toes a little bit and come back into the physical world with your awareness. Just shake your shoulders a little bit and just move around a little bit and gently open your eyes and come fully back into the room. Thank you, and so it is.
Over the space and sing I am light.
Beautiful, Ginger. So let's take a nice deep breath, recognizing that we are that light, knowing that we shine, that we are completely supported by the divine, emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically. That the divine is our source of well-being. That giver, the unconditional love and the peace which passeth all understanding flows to and through us from the divine. Knowing that we are prosperous. That the divine wants only our highest and best. And we are one with all of that. All of the prosperity, all of the love, all of the peace, all of the giving. And we bask in it, knowing that we are completely taken care of. Knowing that this congregation, all the people on Zoom, all the members of CCL are financially supported by the divine. That we open up to that prosperity. It is ours by divine right. Give us this day our daily bread. We are completely supported. It is all ours. The divine loves us unconditionally. That prosperity flows to us from many different venues. And we open to it. It is ours. And from that space of prosperity, of love, of peace, we give to CCL. We give to this organization that fills us up, that we come here every Sunday knowing exactly what we're going to get. That love, that peace, that knowingness of the magnificence of who we are, that oneness, that joy. And we support it by giving. We support it by our love, by our prosperity. We give from that divine prosperity in abundance, knowing that as we give, we do receive, that it is a cycle, that we let go of fears and doubts and limitations and give from that space of God, and know that we receive also. And in this giving and receiving, in this love and peace, we say, and so it is.
So the blessing of our offering today, and repeat after me. Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So giving thanks to the divine for all of these gifts that flow to us and then from this beautiful congregation to CCL. Giving thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. Giving thanks for the prosperity that is CCL's. Giving thanks for this beautiful life that we live. Giving thanks for each other and this oneness. And so it is. All right. I'm going to wing this. So if there's anybody here that's for the first time, please stand up. If you haven't been here for a while, please stand up. I know, but I still want you to stand up. There you go. Safety in numbers. Okay. Help me out with this. Yeah, all right. This is for you, so receive. So all the rest of us, we're going to hold our hands up. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. We are a heart-centered spiritual community. And we welcome you with love. We see the joyous being that you are. You are a radiant point of light. We're blessed by your presence. Welcome home. It takes a village. Thank you all. Thank you. Thanks.
So, announcements. First of all, lots of thank yous. Ginger Coyle. A beautiful spiritualist musician. Thank you, Ginger. And many thanks to those of you here in service today. Reverend Catherine and Wayne on Zoom. Lauren Welke, also on Zoom, doing pastoral support. And our media team, John, Marty, Keith, and Paul. Julia is providing refreshments today. Thank you, Julia. Jane and John were here early this morning setting up. Thank you so much. Bob. What did I say? Bob, sorry. I always make some mistake. It's part of my charm, I guess. Ushers. June stepped in. Thank you, June, and Will. And our beautiful altar, Holly. Thank you so much. And I just want to mention that Holly, roused the troops on the 4th of July for the Morristown Parade, and she had a showing of CCL members. So we can all just join Holly in being so enthusiastic about Independence Day and the parade here in Morristown. So thank you, Holly. Just a quick mention of the wonderful retreat that we had last week with Helen Hamilton. More than 60 people attended the retreat. About a third of them were on Zoom. And there were probably about 40 of us in the room, and it was just a beautiful experience. And many of you were here for the service on Sunday, so you got to sense the deeply spiritual, peaceful being that Helen is and that she brought to us as well. Many of her own students from her graduate program came, and some of them came from as far away as Michigan and North Carolina just to be here with us at CCL for this retreat. And we had a number of people from overseas on Zoom. And Helen herself told me how much she enjoyed being here at CCL, and many of her students expressed to me how palpable the love in this community is, and they felt it very deeply through the weekend. So I just want to thank all of you for being that love, because you are every moment. Express that. Thank you. What else? I do want to mention the people who were in service during that retreat, because it could not have happened without all of you. And certainly Wayne Marshall and Reverend Catherine pulling, behind the scenes. They worked tirelessly throughout the week and after the retreat, and they are still doing it right now. So I really want to express our gratitude for their technology and communication skills. And Reverend Paul, very much in attendance and working tirelessly in so many ways. And John. John attended the retreat and really made possible a lot of the Zoom that was happening. So thank you, John. And Reverend Marlene, she has her day off today, but she, of course, is instrumental behind the scenes in a lot of the administration and all of that. You all know what she does. She's amazing. Lauren Welke stepped in and helped us out. Marty stepped in on Sunday, helped us out with technology and Zoom and the media team. Reverend Jerry Scott was here in service to Helen specifically. Harmony, she was sort of the floater, helping everybody out, as she always does, right? We know that. And Jody as well. Jody did the beautiful altar that you saw, and she just stepped up and did it. Nobody asked her. She was just there doing that. And also many of you know Reverend Beverly Toporowski. She was in service too, and her husband Dave as well. So I just want to acknowledge all of you wonderful beings. Thank you so much. Just a quick mention of the wonderful Mini Monday that we had on July 1st in the evening. One of our practitioners, Elizabeth Nauer, teaches nonviolent communication, which is a way of communicating with others in a way that in which we can listen with empathy to others and have peaceful communications even in difficult conversations. And Elizabeth is a wonderful teacher, and was a very interactive presentation. It was only an hour and a half, so it was easy to attend. I happened to be on Zoom, but whether you were in person or on Zoom, it was I think it was very enlightening, and I hope Elizabeth comes back and does a sequel to that. All right, we have a few more events coming up, and the first one is coming up in 2 weeks, and Reverend Roby Chavance is a religious science minister, and she's a very dynamic, joyful, loving, interesting person. I have had the pleasure to speak to her several times on the phone, and I always come away feeling I can't wait to meet her. And she was introduced to us by Tricia Toole, and I want to invite Tricia to come up and speak a few words about her, because she is new to our community, and she has some very special gifts, which Tricia will tell you about.
So Paul and I were very, very blessed to have many wonderful Unity religious science, science of mind teachers over the years. Roby she will fill this room with her energy. She is a huge presence. She's a lot of fun. Her levity, I say, keeps her off the ground. She's not grounded. She's not structured, but she's powerful. One of the things that she's going to be doing Friday night is something I hope that you all come and enjoy, because it is powerful. She's a medium. She's not a carnival psychic. This lady has her fingers in the socket of the universe. She will bring in all of her helpers, whoever is in the room. Sometimes spirits show up and they want to talk to you, so she'll try to describe and find out who it is that's speaking and who they want to connect with. And also she generally puts a mic up and lets people come and ask if someone's present and willing to speak from beyond. And it is powerful. Paul and I went to many of those sessions in San Diego when she was our minister. So please come along. And then on Saturday, she's offering very limited spots for people who want a one-on-one, deeper connection to do a more specific healing, connecting. My father passed away at the age of 95, December 30th. I've had many readings with Roby over the years, some very casual, because she'll say, there's somebody here that wants to say something. But this was a reading like she will do on Saturday, where we had an appointment and she connected my father to me. And I learned things about my father at the age of 95 that I never understood when he was on earth. And it was so emotional. After an hour, I had to hang up. I said, Roby, I've got to go process this. So if you want that kind of a connection, or do other types of healing, Saturday, there are 4 slots. If she has more interest, she'll do some more on Monday, because she'll still be here. So that is amazing. Those sessions you want to register directly with Roby. The other one, the Friday night, and there's a workshop on Sunday, you want to register through the center. So she'll be speaking on the Sunday that she's here at the service, and then she'll have a workshop that afternoon on mundane to miraculous, opening the door to limitless living. And I will tell you, Paul and I took an energy of money class from her 10 plus years ago. We were both looking for our next careers. We were sort of in a place where we weren't bringing in income, and we started tithing what we wanted our income to be, and within, I would say, a month, we increased our tithing. So it works. She's powerful. She's an amazing teacher. So just come, have fun, laugh with her, cry with her, but please come and spend some time. All right? There's lots of information in the back.
Thank you, Tricia. So to register, check CCL's website. Also the newsletter, there's a link that takes you to the website where you can register for those 2 workshops on Friday night and Sunday afternoon. And for private sessions, you contact Roby directly, and her phone number is on our website, and I believe it's in the newsletter as well. One other event we have coming up, the last weekend in July. Let me get my notes so I can give you the date. I think it's the 28th, but I'm not sure. It's the 28th. Yeah, the last Sunday, we're having 3 shamans from Peru coming here to do ceremony. And they're coming at the invitation of Kathy Milano. So I invite you all to come here on July 28th for service. And it will be a very beautiful day. I believe they will be bringing some of their wares as well to sell. And Kathy actually spent some time in Peru, I think several times, but her last visit was a few months ago. And she visited some sacred temples and spent time with some of the grandmothers and these 3 shamans in particular. And she was asked through her participation in ceremony and her meditations, she was inspired to seed the light. And so that's the name of the workshops that she is bringing here to New Jersey that weekend. It's called Seeding the Light. And really it's seeding the light from the spiritual awareness of these 3 shamans who are coming here, and they've been told to spread their spiritual awareness throughout the world, really, and specifically, I think, in North America. So I invite you to that service, and I also invite you to the 3-day weekend that Kathy has put together. It's there's a 3-day weekend and a 5-day weekend. And let me find the dates of that, where you can spend time with the shamans in ceremony and to really receive their teachings and be a recipient of their healing energies. I don't want to misspeak. Okay, July 26th. So Friday through Sunday, July 26th through July 28th, and you can register for that on the CCL website. There's a link that takes you directly to Kathy's website. There's also a 5-day immersion event for a deeper experience that runs Thursday through Monday, the 25th to the 29th. There are a number of people from CCL who are already registered for that, and I am one of them. So I invite you to join with me. I know it will be a very deep spiritual experience for all of us. So if you'd like more information, you can talk to me or speak to Kathy directly. Just a reminder, we have live prayer Tuesday through Friday at 12 noon with Reverend Catherine, and sometimes I'm there as well, and I'll be doing that more and more as I move deeper into senior minister leadership. And that's it. And
just to add, so two of the lights that have grown up in this community, and when we had a children's community, Ivan and Gio were both a part of that. My daughter and Supriya's son, Ivan, both very musical, both budding songwriters and artists. So Gio got a gig at Woody's in Ship Bottom through her agent. And it's an ice cream and burger place in Ship Bottom on Long Beach Island. And Ivan it's a 3-hour gig, so Ivan is going to join her, and the two of them, Gio's 14 and Ivan is 16. They're going to be playing at Woody's tomorrow from 5:30 to 8:30 at night. So if anybody just happens to be on Long Beach Island or wants to come and support these two artists as they embark on their journey with sharing their music, that would be appreciated.
thank you, Ginger.
Save the date. September 13th is our second annual concert. Fundraiser. September 13th. Save the date.
Yeah, more to come on that, but Ginger will be doing a lot of the coordination, I understand. And certainly she's one of our star musicians. Okay, let's circle up.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be, with God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. While we're at it, it is June's birthday today, so let's sing Happy Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Junie. Happy birthday to you.
And Holly too, belated.
So let's breathe into that happiness, that birthday, that birthing, that love, that joy. Relaxing, giving thanks for our birthdays. giving thanks for this service, giving thanks for CCL, giving thanks for this oneness, this peace, this joy that is here, that is palpable. Giving thanks for these beautiful lives that we live, for opening up to the divine and knowing of our magnificence. Giving thanks for this week that is upcoming, going easily and effortlessly, abundantly, joyously, until we meet again here, knowing that we are completely supported and loved. And in this support and love we say, and so it is.
So I need to wing this because I don't have the paper. And I totally don't remember what I'm supposed to say, so. We're affirming that. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. And I am freedom. And as I move today through my week, and that doesn't make any sense, I know that this recognition stays with me in all of my activities, in all of my interactions. It resides in my heart. In this knowing, I express deep gratitude, appreciation, and love. And please join with me in saying, thank you, God. And so it is.